Now the team over at POPRUN heard I was a planner girl and they very kindly sent out to me an academic vertical planner to take a look at and share with you guys. I'm already a big fan of the pocket, but let's take a look at the medium size. Just before we begin, this is the EU UK version, but don't worry, if you're in the USA, Canada, Australia, etc., the holidays inside it will be correct for your country. We are here to look at the quality and how the paper feels, the layout, but all the holidays and vacations and stuff will be correct. Now on the outside we've got this lovely spiral bound and this lovely leatherette cover, really nice. This feels really premium. And you open it up and on the inside there we've got a ruler, which is perfect for as a bookmark. Comes with a pen loop as well. This has got an adhesive sticky on the back and I tend to put mine about 3/4 up here so my pen sits nice and flush. And it is a matching colourway of the cover, which is a nice touch. The paper itself is 80 GSM and it is a ivory, not a true white. So if you are using it, it's not going to be too harsh in your eye. The front there has your contact detail information. Then we've got the calendar for 2026, 2027. So if you're planning, this is the sort of calendar I would use to block out my holidays. So I've got a quick overview of my holidays for the next couple of years. So I know how many holidays I've got left to book. Bit of information about POPRUN there. You'll notice in the corner as well for all of POPRUN's diaries and calendars, they have the little pull tear off. So as you go through there, you can pull the corner off. Then you've got a year overview for 2026. This one does start in July, then it moves into 2027. And again, don't worry about the language there. If you purchase it from the USA, this will be in English. You've got a month by month overview, which is perfect for bill keeping, again, holidays, appointments, if you want a quick overview of the year. I also use these as well as my gardening planner. So these are really good so I know where I've got to plan, what month, and any tasks I've got to do. This is an academic, but you can use it whenever you want. Maybe you just want one that starts around halfway through the year. You don't want to wait till January to get your planner. This is going to be just fine. Then you've got your expenses sheet. Actually really handy if you do run your own business or you just want to keep an eye on things. And you've got your birthdays and I guess any reoccurring events. Or maybe you just want to plan out something like maybe you've got a project you're working on that's going to take a while. This would be good. That does start in January. Then you've got your timetable. This one is useful as an academic, but you don't have to use this if you don't want to. You might want to use this just for making lists. I'd probably use this to plan out 4 different workouts plans. It's your planner, you can use it any way you like. Then you've got your month overview, and this one is a Monday start. And again, all the vacations, holidays and stuff will be for your country, so don't worry. And you've got a nice space for notes as well. I tend to use the side of the notes on the monthly planners for what I'd like to get done. Not necessarily what I will get done, but it's nice to have that list. And then you go straight into the actual planning. You've got your Monday start across the top, a space here for perhaps all-day events, things maybe you want to do, tasks, things like birthdays, a reminder to book appointments, that kind of stuff. Your vertical layout, beginning at 7 AM, right through to, I think it would probably end at 9 PM. It is numbered here, but you can disregard them if you're not really into that. I personally don't use like an appointment style lifestyle. Again, this is academic. You can even put a little bit of washi tape along there if you want to disguise it and add a bit of colour and decoration. If you are a list maker and you're happy to ignore that, you can use that, or of course use it as an academic. Your Saturday and Sunday don't have the same, but they do have the lines. Bottom corner here, you have this month and next month on the bottom corner, and then your week number at the bottom, which I personally do use. And again, week number at the top of there. And it will just go on like that repeatedly through the whole year. And you do have a page marker so you can mark where you are. And then as you get towards the back, we've got December 2027 at the back there. And then we move on to some dot grid pages there. And then you've got your contact lists, but you don't have to use it for contacts. You can just use it for list making, which is probably what I will do. I'd probably put a bit of washi on top of there just to get rid of the logos and make loads of lists, which as a chronic list maker, that's what I'd be doing. Another sheet there. And then you've also got your holidays. As I say, this is Europe. So we've got UK, Germany, France, Italy, Spain, and the Netherlands. But yours will have your appropriate countries on there. And a few more on there as well. The very last page is a thicker page. And then you've got a nice pocket there for receipts, cards, keepsakes, and all those lovely things. And that is nicely reinforced. And then you have a strap there. So if you want to use that as an additional page marker, you could certainly do that, which is what I tend to do. Or tuck it in the front there to keep it all nice and closed. Particularly useful if you put it in your bag a lot. Rolling back a little bit, so that paper is not a strict white, it is a ivory. It is 80 GSM, so I'm not going to do a pen test with something like a Sharpie because 80 GSM will not pass the Sharpie test. But I'm a friction pen girly because it's erasable and I make a lot of mistakes. And that's as nice and smooth as it's going to be. A nice typical 80 GSM paper, really nice. I like it. I think the size is great. This is like a typical A5. Let's just erase that there. In case you are also a friction person, I know a lot of people in the planning community do use friction pens. That came off absolutely fine. I like the layout. I like the fact the weekends are included. You've got lots of visibility. You've got this month, next month, all those things. I think there's plenty of space to write, and it is adaptable. I like the appointment boxes at the top. I like the fact it's a Monday start, not a Sunday, because that works for me personally. And of course, it is unique to each country, so you're going to be covered. Overall, I think this is a really fab off-the-shelf planner. I think it's going to be a really nice, smart, convenient way to keep yourself organised. Really nice layout.